Dua and Taha English Learning Podcast.
Hey friends, welcome to our English Learning Podcast. Today, we are going to talk about something really exciting and important. We will learn how to talk to anyone with confidence. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a super fun episode today.
Wow, I really love that way of thinking about confidence, Taha. So, confidence is not about being fearless or never making mistakes. It is about being okay with not being perfect all the time. That small mindset change can make such a huge difference in how you feel.
Now here is another thing that used to make talking really hard for me. I used to compare myself to other children who seemed so fluent and clever. I would think they sound so much smarter and better than me. And then I would just go quiet and not say anything at all.
Oh, I know that feeling so well, Taha. It is really tough. When you compare yourself to others, you start to feel very small inside. You forget that you are a real person with great things to share too. Comparing yourself to others is one of the biggest confidence killers out there.
But one day something clicked in my mind and everything changed for me. I told myself, no one is above me, and I am not above anyone else. We are all just people, trying to connect and understand each other. Once I stopped comparing, I started feeling so much more relaxed and free.
That is such a powerful mindset shift, and I think it is so true. When you stop trying to impress people and just try to connect with them, everything becomes easier. You stop thinking about how you sound and start thinking about the other person. And that is where real confidence and real friendship actually begins.
So now the next question is, okay, I feel brave, but what do I actually say? This is where so many people get stuck, even after feeling confident inside. You finally feel ready to talk, but then your mind goes completely empty. Has that ever happened to you, friends? I am sure it has.
Yes, and here is a really simple tip that helped me so much. Before you go somewhere where you will meet people, think of one fun thing to share. Maybe something funny that happened at home or a game you played recently. Just one small idea is enough to start a really great conversation.
I love that idea so much, Dua. It is like packing a small bag of topics before you leave your house. You do not need many things inside. Just one or two ready ideas will do. Then you are never caught off guard when someone suddenly starts talking to you.
And if you are learning English, this tip is especially golden for you. You can practice saying your idea out loud at home before you go out. Say it in front of a mirror or even to your pet or favorite toy. Why? That little practice builds both your confidence and your English fluency together.
It is just like doing a warm-up before you run a big race. You would never just run onto the field without stretching first, right? Preparing a small topic to talk about is your warm-up for conversations. And the more you warm up, the better and smoother your talking becomes.
Hi everyone, I am Dua and I am so happy you joined us today. This topic is one of my absolute favorites to talk about. Because learning to speak confidently can change your life in so many ways. And the best part is, anyone can learn it, including you. But what if someone did not prepare anything before they go out? What if they just find themselves talking to someone without any plan at all? Do they just stand there silently and hope the other person talks first? I think many of our listeners face exactly this situation quite often.
Great question, Dua, and the answer is actually really simple and fun. Even without any preparation, you can always start a conversation easily. Just look around you and notice something happening right in that moment. The best conversation topics are often right there in front of your eyes.
Oh, yes. Like if you are standing in a long queue at a shop, you could simply say, "Wow, this queue is so long today, isn't it?" Or if it is raining outside, you could say, "I hope this rain stops soon." These simple sentences break the silence and open the door to talking.
These kinds of sentences have a special name. Friends. They are called icebreakers. They are called that because they break the cold and awkward silence between people. You do not need big or fancy sentences to be an icebreaker at all. Just something simple, natural, and real from whatever is happening around you.
And once you break the ice with one small sentence, something magical happens. The other person usually smiles and replies back to what you said. And suddenly, you are in a real conversation without even planning it at all. It works in a classroom, at a park, in a lift, or anywhere you go.
Now, friends, here comes one of the most important lessons in today's episode. Being a good talker is not just about speaking a lot or using big words. One of the most powerful things you can do in a conversation is listen carefully. Listening well makes the other person feel truly valued and respected by you.
That is so beautifully said, Taha, and it is 100% true. Most people listen just so they can say something back quickly. But really good listeners try to understand what the other person is feeling inside. When you listen with your full heart, people just love talking to you.
And here is a little trick called mirroring that works really wonderfully. If your friend says, "I went to the zoo yesterday and saw a lion," you can say, "Oh, wow, you actually saw a real lion at the zoo?" That simple repeat shows you were listening and that you truly care.
I love that trick so much, and it is so easy to use anywhere. It makes the other person feel heard and understood in a very warm way. And when people feel understood, they become more open and friendly with you. So listening carefully is one of the greatest gifts you can give someone.
Now let us talk about something that many children worry about a lot. What happens when you make a mistake while speaking English to someone and quit it? What happens when maybe you said a wrong word or mixed up your sentence a little bit? Does that mean you should just stop talking and give up completely? That is so true, Dua. You know, a lot of children feel nervous when they have to talk to someone new. Maybe at school, at a birthday party, or even at the park. That feeling is completely normal and nothing to be ashamed of at all.
Absolutely not. Friends, never ever give up because of a small mistake. Every single mistake you make is actually a tiny lesson helping you grow. The faster you make mistakes, the faster you learn and get better at English. Mistakes are not your enemies. They are actually your very best teachers.
Think about learning to ride a bicycle for the very first time. Friends, you wobbled, you fell, and maybe you even cried a little bit. But you got back up and tried again and again until it felt easy. Speaking English with confidence works in exactly the same wonderful way.
And there is a saying I really love that goes like this, friends. If you are not making mistakes, then you are not trying hard enough. Every time you slip up, it means you are stretching your comfort zone wider. And stretching your comfort zone is exactly where all real growth happens.
So do not obsess over getting every single grammar rule perfectly right. Focus more on sharing your meaning and connecting with the other person. When you stop worrying about being perfect, your English actually sounds more natural. You stop speaking to impress people and start speaking to truly express yourself.
That is such a beautiful and important point, Taha. I love it so much. When English stops being just a subject you study at school every day and becomes a real language you actually use to connect with people around you, that is when everything truly changes and speaking becomes natural and joyful.
Now, there is one last thing about conversations that people rarely ever talk about, and that is knowing how to end a conversation in a polite and kind way. Starting a conversation is great, but finishing it gracefully is also very important. Have you ever been in a conversation that you did not know how to end? Dua?
Oh yes, Taha. So many times, and it can feel really awkward. You are thinking, okay, I want to go now, but I do not want to be rude. So you just keep standing there, nodding your head and smiling nervously? Knowing how to end a chat kindly is a real and very useful skill.
And the good news is that ending a conversation is actually very simple. You can say something like, "It was so nice talking to you today." Or you can say, "I have to go now, but let us talk again very soon." Simple, warm, and kind words leave a really beautiful impression on the other person.
Exactly, Taha. Confident people start conversations with warmth and end them with grace. You are not cutting the person off or being rude in any way at all. You are simply closing the conversation in a friendly and respectful manner. And that leaves the other person feeling happy and good about talking to you.
So let us quickly recap everything we learned in today's wonderful episode. First, everyone feels nervous, even confident people, and that is completely okay. Second, do not compare yourself to others because you are wonderfully unique yourself. Third, prepare one small topic or use something around you to start talking.
Yes, Taha. And I want all our listeners to know something very important. Feeling nervous does not mean you are weak or bad at talking. It just means you care about how you come across to others. And that caring feeling is actually the first step toward real confidence. And fourth, Listen carefully and make the other person feel truly heard. 5th, never be afraid of mistakes because they are your greatest teachers in life. 6th, focus on expressing your meaning rather than being perfectly grammatically correct. And 7th, always end your conversations with kindness, warmth, and a friendly smile.
That is all for today's episode of our English Learning Podcast. Dear friends, we hope you feel more excited and ready to go out and talk to people. Remember, confidence is not built in one day. It grows one conversation at a time. Every single hello you say is a little step toward a more confident you.
And we believe in every single one of you listening to us right now. You are braver than you think and more capable than you know. Always remember that. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give it a big like right away. Share it with your friends and classmates and subscribe so you never miss us again.
Dua, can you share a time when you felt really nervous to speak? I think our listeners would love to hear a real story. It always helps to know that even we go through the same things. So please tell us what happened to you.
Oh, yes. I have a great story to share with everyone today. When I was in class 4, a new girl joined our school one day. I really wanted to say hello and be her friend right away. But when I walked up to her, my mind went completely blank and I just ran away.
Oh no, Dua. That sounds so embarrassing, but also very funny. I think so many of our listeners can relate to that exact feeling. Your brain knows what you want to say, but your mouth just will not cooperate. It is like your brain hits pause right when your mouth should hit play.
Exactly, Taha. That is the perfect way to describe it. And then after it happens, you keep thinking about it for hours and hours. You wonder why you did not just say a simple hello to that person. But here is the good news. It gets so much better with practice over time.
And here is something that will make you feel so much better, friends. Even adults and even native English speakers feel nervous sometimes. The difference between confident people and nervous people is not that they never feel fear. It is that confident people feel the fear and still choose to speak anyway.